Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the Browns this season, you already know that every game brings a new set of challenges, surprises, and sometimes setbacks. And right now, the Cleveland Browns are facing one of those tough moments that could have ripple effects not just for this season, but potentially for the future of this franchise. We saw it happen on Sunday against the Green Bay Packers, and it's a story that's grabbing everyone's attention in Cleveland and across the NFL world. It's all about the injury to Dawand Jones, the third-year tackle who's been a crucial piece of the Browns' offensive line. And trust me, this isn't just a minor blip. This could be a significant hurdle for Cleveland moving forward. So let's break down what happened. The Browns were in the middle of their first drive, looking to establish some rhythm, when tragedy struck early in the game. Dawand Jones, who had been starting at right tackle in place of the injured Jack Conklin, went down on the fourth play from scrimmage. It was quite a shock because Jones was helping to protect the quarterback and block for the run game, and suddenly, he's on the ground, clearly in pain. It was a moment that sent a ripple through the Browns' sideline. The team's medical staff rushed onto the field, and Jones was helped off, walking with assistants to the medical tent before eventually heading back to the locker room. That's never a good sign, especially early in the game, and immediately, questions about his status started to flood in. What's even more concerning is that Dawand Jones was replaced by KT Levelston, who stepped in at right tackle. Levelston, a promising young player, has been developing behind the scenes, but stepping into such a crucial role against a talented Packers defense is no small feat. The Browns were already dealing with some injury concerns on the offensive line, with Jack Conklin out, so losing Jones added yet another layer of complexity to their offensive game plan. And as we all know, the offensive line is the backbone of any successful team, especially when you want to keep your quarterback, Deshaun Watson, protected and your running game running smoothly. The injury was officially announced as a knee injury, and there was initial hope that Jones might be able to return. But as the game progressed, it became clear that he wouldn't be able to come back. The medical staff ruled him out to start the second half, which means the Browns will have to adjust their line plans moving forward. Whether Jones's injury is a sprain or something more serious, it's something the team will have to monitor closely over the coming days. The severity of this injury could determine how much the Browns' offensive line will be impacted in the weeks ahead. Now, for Cleveland fans, this news stings because Dawand Jones looked like he was developing into a reliable starter. He's shown growth this season, improving his technique and consistency, and was instrumental in helping the Browns' rushing attack. He has the size, strength, and agility needed at right tackle, and losing him could create some challenges in the short term. But as always, the team's depth will be tested. KT Levelston, who came in to replace him, has shown flashes of potential, and the coaching staff will now be looking at how to get the best out of him and possibly other linemen on the roster. This situation also raises some questions about the overall health of the Browns' offensive line. With Jack Conklin already sidelined, the team's depth is being tested. Cornelius Lucas, who started at left tackle, has been a veteran presence, but the injuries at both tackle positions mean that the Browns might need to make some adjustments or rely more on their versatile players to fill the gaps. It's a reminder of how thin the margins are in the NFL and how injuries can dramatically alter a team's fortunes in a single game. But let's not forget, this is also a testament to the resilience and depth of the Cleveland Browns. We've seen this team battle through adversity before, and this season is no different. The coaching staff, led by head coach Kevin Stefanski, will be working tirelessly to adapt their game plan. They'll look for ways to maximize their offensive line's strengths, perhaps leaning more on quick passes or running plays that don't expose the tackles as much. Plus, the team's offensive line coach, Bill Callahan, is known for his ability to develop linemen and make tactical adjustments on the fly. So, while losing Darwin Jones hurts, it's not the end of the world. It's a challenge, yes, but one that the Browns have faced before and have the talent and coaching staff to overcome. Looking at the season as a whole, the Browns have been impressive in many aspects. Their defense has been stout, led by stars like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward, and Deshaun Watson has shown flashes of the quarterback we hoped he'd be when Cleveland traded for him. The running game, with Nick Chubb out for the season, has had to adapt, but the team has leaned on players like Jerome Ford and others to keep the offense moving. The focus now shifts even more on the offensive line to keep Watson upright and to create lanes for their rushing attack, which has been vital in close games. And speaking of the division, the AFC North has been fiercely competitive this year. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers are all fighting hard, and every game counts. So any injury to a key player like Darwin Jones can have ripple effects not just for Cleveland, but for the entire division race. The Browns are still in the playoff hunt, but they'll need to be strategic, resilient, and perhaps a little lucky with health moving forward. Injuries are part of the game, but how a team responds defines its true character. Now, fans are naturally concerned about how this will affect the upcoming games. Will the Browns be able to maintain their offensive production? Can KT Levelston step up and fill the void without missing a beat? These are the questions everyone is asking, and the coaching staff is working around the clock to find solutions. They might even look into some lineup adjustments or bring in some depth players if the injury turns out to be more serious. But one thing is clear: Cleveland's offensive line, and especially Darwin Jones's role, will be a major storyline in the weeks to come. In the broader context, this injury also highlights the importance of depth and versatility in today's NFL. Teams that can weather injuries, even to starters, tend to stay strong throughout the season. The Browns have shown flashes of that resilience this year, but each injury tests their limits. The next few weeks will be crucial in shaping the trajectory of their season. Will they be able to overcome this setback? That's what every Browns fan will be rooting for. And with the talent they have, especially on defense and with Watson leading the offense, they still have a real shot at making a deep playoff run. We also have to keep an eye on how this impacts the chemistry and rhythm of the offensive line. Football is a game of cohesion, and when one piece falls out, the entire machine has to adapt quickly. The Browns' coaching staff will be working on that, trying to get the new combinations to gel as fast as possible. It's a tall order, but Cleveland's team culture and resilience have always been strong. We've seen them fight through tough times before, and I believe they'll do it again. As we look ahead, the upcoming games will be critical. The Browns face some tough opponents, and maintaining offensive stability will be key to staying competitive. The fans, the players, and the coaching staff all understand the stakes. This injury doesn't define their season, but it's a reminder of how unpredictable football can be. Still, if there's one thing Browns fans know, it's that their team is built on grit, determination, and a never-say-die attitude. They'll rally around this challenge, and I'm confident they'll come out stronger. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this injury situation? Do you think KT Levelston is ready to step up and fill Darwin Jones's shoes? How do you see the offensive line adjusting in the coming weeks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and the passion for this team runs deep. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Browns.